Spirit of the highest light, I ask you to cleanse this space and allow us to connect with your energy. I look for the messages for Virgo. Please allow me to be of service to my beautiful Virgos. And please, Virgos, take whatever it is that resonates with you. Let's go ahead and begin, my loves. Virgo. Okay, so 2 cards wanted to show up. As the situation, I'll leave it like that. You have the Hanged One and the World. So there's a wrapping up a cycle, but also a need to look at things from a different perspective. And your block here is this 5 of Swords. This can symbolize a toxic environment, being around people that want to win at all costs, or you becoming one of those individuals. Regardless, the 5 of Swords can show up when there's a very toxic energy that we're dealing with. Queen of Pentacles in the past. So the Queen of Pentacles being in the past shows me that you are resourceful. And also, I feel like Queen of Pentacles is you, Virgo. This is about being in tune with your resources, making ends meet, and not going without, right? We have here the 8 of Wands in the near future, which shows that things are speeding up. There's communication. There's messages coming your way. And we have here the 6 of Pentacles, which shows that there is aid also coming your way. This can indicate that you will receive some sort of help. It could be financial, but it could also be in different ways. But the Pentacles usually indicate monetary gain. However, this is not enough to be sustainable. You have to make this work for you, okay? So with that being said, I want to go ahead and get into this 5 of Swords. Why is the 5 of Swords here? It is a very problematic energy. Okay, so 5 of Swords starts now with this 2 of Pentacles. We have a juggler here. The 2 of Pentacles is a very busy energy, and is showing up here with the 7 of Cups, along the lines with the 9 of Swords. I mean, I just hear it never stops. Like there's this situation, this energy in your life right now that is nonstop. There's always something to do. There's always something to take care of. There is this energy that you don't have enough time to rest. You stay awake because there's not enough time in the day to go through the to-do list. And something is causing you, right, to feel like you're overstretched. And now you might be tapping into energies of needing to win at all costs, meaning that you might not be doing things that are usually within yourself because you have to get certain things done. You have to declutter your schedule. There's something about your schedule that could be reworked. Emotionally, this hectic routine is not really serving you, because I see these waves here in the 2 of Pentacles, this wave of the ocean, which means high emotional matters, right? So even though you're juggling, look at the face of this card. Like you're juggling, you're managing, but it doesn't feel good, right? So at some point you're going to have to stop. And the 7 of Cups can indicate this level of, well, I don't know how to move forward. I don't know how to do it. There's confusion, right? And this is keeping you up at night. So I want to go ahead, give me a little bit more, because the blockage itself is its own reading. You know what I mean? This one's showing up here, 10 of Pentacles. When I see the 10 of Pentacles, I see that some of you guys need to use your support system. So like, let's say if you are married, or if you have children, older children, or if you live with roommates, whatever it is, there's this sense of using the people that are around you, your community, to help you with this burden that you're carrying. I feel like some of you guys are just carrying this by yourself, right? So that's why the World is showing up in the reading saying you need to wrap this up. And the Hanged One is saying you got to look also at things from a different perspective, because right now it just feels like you're being completely overstretched. Give me some on this 8 of Wands. Eight of Wands. The Emperor. Yep. This is an urgent matter that needs to be taken care of. That's what, when the Emperor shows up, you need to take matters into your own hands. Otherwise, Spirit will take care of it for you. Okay? And what I mean by that is that the universe has a funny way of intervening when it needs to intervene. So you don't want to allow this to go too far. Like if you don't want to ask for help, you got to ask yourself, why is it that I'm not asking for help? You know what I mean? Because if you have a community and there's people around you that can do more, and you're over here stretching yourself so thin that you can't even focus on yourself, then that needs to be addressed. We have here, yeah, Eight of Swords. It's just this level of being stuck, of feeling so heavy about a situation. Here with the Eight of Wands, this communication needs to happen, okay? And the Eight of Wands shows that there's a pivot that needs to happen. There's a quick decision that you have to make, right? And it can mean that you're going to be pushed so far off the edge that you're going to quickly pivot and say, no, we got to have a chat because this is not working for me and this is not fair, right? And then that's why we have this outcome here as the Six of Pentacles, which shows you receiving the help that you're looking for, okay? So let's get a little bit further on the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, what do we got? The Moon. The Moon is showing up. Give me what else? Three of Wands and the Page of Cups. Give me one more. And the King of Wands. So with the Moon, I feel like some of you guys need to understand that at times we don't know for sure what's going to happen, right? The Moon can symbolize a level of uncertainty. The Moon can also symbolize triggers that maybe you might have, that maybe you feel you need to just accomplish things on your own. And that could be like a situation or an energy within yourself that you have to rectify. But regardless, there's going to always be uncertainty, right? So that's why the Six of Pentacles shows that it's a temporary fix, right? We still got to do the proper plans, Three of Cups, to be able to move forward and actually seek the expansion. I feel like some of you guys, though, have to be not genuine, but you have to be vulnerable enough to get people to understand. Because when the Moon showed up, if you are having to communicate with someone about asking for help, it could feel, I don't know why I got this energy of conflict, of people asking you questions that you don't feel comfortable answering. It just felt uncomfortable when I pulled the Moon, clarifying the Six of Pentacles, and the uncertainty of not knowing how it's going to come or what's going to come out of the conversation if you was to ask for help. That could be very, very jarring. Like you can almost feel paralyzed from it, because I felt paralyzed from it when I saw the card. Okay. So it could be very difficult for you to be able to admit that maybe you can't chew the bite that you decided to take. But regardless, there's this level of vulnerability that needs to happen in order for you to welcome this energy of the King of Wands. Okay. And the King of Wands is showing, you know, this level of success, of accomplishment, of, you know, camaraderie. This is about being more creative and more passionate about the things that you do in your life. But for that to happen, you have to be able to at least feel yourself be a human being. Because right now, the busyness in this reading just shows someone that doesn't even have time to imagine anything in their lives. Like you just show up so busy and so overstretched and so tired that you don't even think about a different version of your reality, because you're so consumed by the current reality that you have. And Spirit is saying, you know, don't let the uncertainty of how things might go when you do ask for support stop you from actually asking for the support. Because if someone says no, then again, you go back to square one, but you at least know where you stand with that individual. Okay. Final messages here. Oh, that one wanted to jump out. Final message. The Fool. There's a new beginning here. Detachment. And the Three of Swords. How interesting. I feel like maybe that was the uncomfortable energy that I was feeling, because some of you guys just might not get the best response from certain people, you know. But at the same time, the Fool is saying just take the leap of faith anyways, you know, because you don't deserve to be just stuck in this situation. All right. So with that being said, please let me know if this reading resonated with you in any kind of way. And if it did, drop me a comment down below with your thoughts. Like and subscribe if you do want to support my channel. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.